So good afternoon and welcome to this momentous event. My name is Devin Anders and I'm one of the founding partners of Interchange. I'm pleased to be present with you today and this distinguished list of speakers we have here. We're also pleased that you are here and welcome you to Warren County, where we've been a business community member since 2005. In 2005, we purchased over 30 acres of land from our neighbor, Toray Plastics, down the road along, as you know, Toray Drive, to help develop facilities that would support the Virginia Inland Port. For those of you don't realize, is right across that fence is the port property. As a matter of orientation, the current facility we have, where Nature's Touch operates, is just west of us, and the subject of today's announcement is that pad over there where the excavating equipment is at. So without further ado, I would like to begin going through the list of speakers today. I'm pleased to present on behalf of the Commonwealth of Virginia, Mr. John Begala, Assistant Secretary of Commerce and Trade, and he will introduce our special guest.
Thank you so much, Devin. I really appreciate it. And it's just wonderful to be out here in Warren County with you all today. And a big thanks to everybody from Nature's Touch and Interchange and all the employees out here today. Certainly for the last over a year and a half, nearly 2 years now, we have all weathered the changing conditions of this pandemic. But throughout all of it, I think we've learned that Virginians are very resilient. And we're resilient thanks to the leadership of folks like yourself. But we're also resilient thanks to the leadership of our governor, who also happens to be the only doctor governor in the nation. And so without further ado, I'd like to introduce our governor, Ralph Northam.
All right, thanks, John. Well, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Not too cold today, is it? Just right for a mid-November day. But John, thanks for the kind words, and I'll tell you, it is good to be in Warren County. Someone thanked me earlier and said, thanks for being here. I said, you don't have to ask me twice if I can get out of Richmond. So it's a good day to be here, but just an exciting day for your county, and to have Interchange and to have the Interchange and Nature's Touch coming together in a collaborative effort to bring more jobs to the area. And that's really what this is about. So I wanted to start by just taking the opportunity. I go to a lot of ground breakings and ribbon cuttings, and these things don't happen in a vacuum. They happen when people work together, and it's just so good to have folks here today. I know you're going to hear from Jeffrey Brown from Economic Development. Thank you for all your work, Archie Fox, and appreciate all the work that you do with the county supervisors, and to have Devin here with Interchange, and then John. It's really a group effort. And one of the things that I have tried to focus on over the last 4 years, and it comes down to, I think, listening to people across the Commonwealth of Virginia and saying, what is the most important thing to you? And it's a job. Everybody wants to have a job that they can support themselves and their families with, no matter who they are, no matter where they live in Virginia. And so we have really tried to focus on that concept and to really drive our economy, and overall the administration has done well. We're in a good place, and as John said, despite COVID-19, which has been really tough the last 19 months on the business community. It's been tough on our children that we want to be back in school safely, and so we've all dealt with the pandemic, and to be in the position that we are economically in Virginia is because of folks like we have here today that are working together to provide jobs. And I like to remind people that, and Archie and I were just talking about this, we have always been very dependent on the military and government contracting in the Commonwealth, and we always will be. But the key to really moving our economy forward is by diversifying the economy. So to have this company here today that's growing and expanding is just really what it's all about. And so we are blessed to have the port right here. We're also very fortunate, and I talk to businesses every day. Matter of fact, I just got back from Europe a couple of days ago, meeting with over 25 companies that are interested in doing business in Virginia. And the main reason that they want to come to Virginia is because of our talented workforce. And so all that we can do working together with our education system, we have great colleges and universities, 23 good community colleges. We're putting a lot of emphasis on career and technical education at the high school level, teaching people skills. But if we can train individuals that can meet those requirements and enter the workforce, that's what will allow companies like this to grow. So it's a pleasure to be here today, and this announcement is that Nature's Touch, in collaboration with the Interchange Group, will invest $40 million. I'll repeat that, $40 million to expand its operations right here in Warren County. 67 new good paying jobs. Think about that, 67 jobs. That means people that will be able to provide for themselves and their families and enjoy a great quality of life. And right behind me, and you see some of the equipment over there, they're going to build a 126,000 square foot facility that will allow Nature's Touch to increase their production and move more product handling in-house. And I think you'll hear more from John in just a minute, but their production is going to go from about 20 million pounds, is that right, a year, to over 45 million pounds, so doubling their capacity here to provide. And I was kidding with John a little while ago, but as a doctor, to provide healthy food, fruits, there's nothing better than that. So we're really excited to have you here. And John, if you and Devin could both join me up here, I would appreciate it. One of the things that is important when we do these announcements is to really reinforce the fact that this is about relationships. And we just wanted to congratulate you all on your progress, and also to let you know that we're going to do everything that we can to make sure that your business is successful and that you continue to grow. So what we've done is a gesture of our appreciation. This is a Virginia flag that we have proudly flown over the state's capital, and we brought this here and hope that you'll find a place to display it proudly as well. But we appreciate all that you do, and I look forward to your company growing here in the Commonwealth of Virginia. And again, on behalf of a very grateful Virginia, thanks for all you do, thanks for all the jobs that you provide, and this is what makes Virginia the #1 state in this great country of ours in which to do business, and we want to keep it there. So thank you and congratulations.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. Wow, thank you, Governor. That was a real honor. Truly appreciate it. When I think of Virginia, I remember when I was a young man, actually a boy. I'm a product of Greek immigrants. They came, my dad and my mom, they came to Montreal back in 1969. And one of the first places we vacationed, we drove 12 hours from Montreal. We went to Virginia Beach.
There you go.
And it was my favorite place in the world to go, I'll be honest with you. And here I am today, almost 40 years later, and we actually, built and grown business here in Virginia. So I can tell you, one person that's going to see this flag is my father. He's going to be very, very happy and proud that I actually, because this is one of his favorite places in the world as well. So thank you very much, Governor, for that wonderful honor. And it's truly an honor and a pleasure to be here with all of you here today. It is an incredible journey for me personally. I did start this company in the basement of my house, as the story goes, back in Montreal. And I had one vision. That vision was to try to convince people to eat healthy frozen fruit. Not just in a smoothie, but also to eat it straight out of the bag. And as everybody knows, our passion as a company has always been that way. We haven't changed, we haven't wavered in that passion. And I remember we held a management meeting last month amongst our VPs, and I asked each one of them, why are you working here at Nature's Touch? And as we went around the table, and we talked about crises, and we talked about all the different things that we're going through here today, the common theme that came out amongst everybody was at Nature's Touch, we just do the right thing. And what does that mean? When we look at our products, we look at the farmers that we buy our fruit from, When we look at our suppliers, we make sure we treat them fairly. We make sure that the products that we buy from, that all proper social laws and norms are properly being followed. When we look at it from a food safety perspective, I think anybody who works at Nature's Touch understands that what we do is way above what a lot of people do. When we talk about our employees, I think I'm particularly proud of how we managed, especially COVID. In this plant particularly, I think Jeremy will tell you, our plant manager and the team, when this first started, we didn't compromise on the safety of our employees. The work environments that we had here were a big challenge, and we managed to keep pretty much all of our employees safe during this crisis. So as we build this company, as we move forward, I'm particularly proud of how we got here. And we have a great future ahead of us here in Virginia. And I know we'll just do bigger and better. So thank you, Governor. Thank you, everybody, for all your help and support in this effort. And we really look forward to working with you in the future.
Thank you, Governor Northam, and John, our customer. Again, I remember those early days. It makes me think of when John showed up here with Virginia Economic Development Partnership and said they're interested in looking at a site. And it took about a year or two, and we ended up forging a relationship. And I reflect as well on the same. We as Interchange are a third-party logistics company, and a part of what we're doing more and more is participating in feeding the world. And not that we manufacture like they do, but we're an important cog in that supply chain, and you hear a lot about that today. So this project has been in process for a long time, both internally amongst us, but I do trust that we are now moving forward, and the state and Warren County and the town of Front Royal will continue to aid us in completing the project in a timely manner. This facility is sorely needed by Nature's Touch. It's long overdue. As John and Dan will say, there's plenty of pounds that need to go processed through here to satisfy the U.S. market that they are doing. So we need to get it done. We also look forward to deploying the current facility into another use because it will free up the space that's here for Interchange to do additional, and we will work with Warren County Economic Development to assist us in that process. This really is a win-win for all of us here. They get to expand, we get to build another building. We love building buildings. ARCO gets to build another building. And so we just want to continue to move this along. I want to thank Nature's Touch, Dan, John, for an over 7-year partnership to produce goods here for the U.S. I'd also like to thank our lender, Truist. Chris Ellis is here for supporting us, and also for ARCO Construction and their assistance in getting this done for us, and all the related subcontractors. I also did want to mention that Debbie Garrett is here from Congressman Klein's office and supporting them, the Congressman's support of this project. Without any further comments, I'll turn it over to Archie Fox, Vice Chair of the County Forestry Project.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Archie Fox, and I presently serve as Vice Chairman of the Warren County Board of Supervisors. First, I would like to thank Governor Northam and the Assistant Secretary of Commerce and Trade, John Bagala, for their attendance. I would also like to express appreciation to the Commonwealth of Virginia for their help with the incentives and grants to help grow an existing business here in Warren County. I want to thank John Thomas, President and CEO of Nature's Touch, for his vision to bring his U.S. facility to Warren County in 2014 and to see the opportunities to expand Nature's Touch. Thanks also to my fellow Board of Supervisors for helping with the local incentives for Nature's Touch. It is so very important that Warren County continues to partner with businesses in Warren County to assist their growth and bring economic investment that was also aid in Warren County's continued growth. On behalf of the Warren County Board of Supervisors, I would also like to express our gratitude to the EDA for all their efforts on this project, and they do a real good job, and we're very proud of them. Thank you.
I'm the wrap-up. In 2014, when Nature's Touch announced it selected Warren County as its first ever U.S. site, Nature's Touch Director Theo Proco said, "The choice of Virginia was made easy for Nature's Touch frozen foods." He thanked VEDP, Interchange, the local government, and the Front Royal Warren County Economic Development Authority. And he went on to say, "The combination of close proximity to a seaport and easy access to major highways was tough to beat. In our case, the state authorities ensured that Virginia was the best state for business." That, in a nutshell, is what Warren County and Virginia had to offer then and has to offer businesses now. Governor, Assistant Secretary, Supervisor Fox, and all the people in the state and local government who made today possible, thank you. John Tidemus, thank you for continuing your business here in Warren County. We're excited to be working with you and continuing to do that. We'll do everything we can to make it a successful relationship. Thank you. This is exciting news. That concludes the presentation for today. There are cookies and water in the back. Take them with you if you'd like, so you don't have to spend too much time in what I thought was going to be cold weather, but really hasn't been. A groundbreaking and photo opportunity follows immediately. Thank you all for coming.